5:13 now. Welcome back. In this morning's A Veteran's Voice, we are recognizing one of the most honorable assignments in the armed forces. The tomb of the unknown soldier at Arlington National Cemetery is guarded by sentinels from the Army's 3rd Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard. And for one local soldier, you might say it was his destiny.
The U.S. Army's 3rd Infantry, the Old Guard, have been guarding the tomb of the unknown for more than 70 years. For Andy Selga, he knew he was going to be a member of this select group even before he realized it.
I had the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, I had a sentinel on my phone wallpaper when I was in high school, and so I thought it was awesome.
It was meant to be.
Right, and I didn't even know it. I wasn't even trying to, but it just happened.
The Army actually chose Selga to join the 3rd Infantry during boot camp.
They pulled everybody from the class that was taller than, I would say, 6'1", 6'2", and they said, well, we would like to recruit you guys to the 3rd Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard, and we are the official escort to the President of the United States. We have several specialty platoons, and when I heard Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, it just locked in my head that, that's what I want to do.
But before he went on guard duty, Selga served on the presidential firing party for 18 months.
They teach a lot of different things when you're coming to the unit, but then the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier platoon, they have to retrain some of the standards that the Old Guard just naturally teaches.
The training, intense, perfection a requirement, one of the most highly visible posts in the armed forces, honoring U.S. service members whose remains have not been identified. For the Sentinels, it's the ultimate show of respect and commands the utmost dignity.
From day one, you're just taught the basics. You're given 7 pages of memory to kind of learn your purpose there, learn your general orders and your special orders, so that when you're standing guard at the tomb, you know actually what to do. So that's what they give you the first day, and then everything kind of grows from that.
And the schedule is very demanding. Sentinels are on duty for 26 hours at a time.
Guard! Halt!
What was that 25th hour like?
Oh, it was a struggle. Around 5 or 6 o'clock, that was the 25th hour, if you will. And everybody for the next day, they're coming in fresh and new and full of energy. They just got their sleep or whatever, how much they got. And so, there's a passing of energy there. You're dogging it on your way out, and they're just excited to come in. So
it's a very select group. There have been less than 700 Sentinels in its history. Andy was number 627. The group takes great pride in guarding the tomb, and Andy says the Sentinels own the plaza when they're on duty.
Sometimes Sentinels will just take that whole night shift from the close of cemetery all the way to the opening the next morning. It was called an Iron Man, and once again, it's to bring kind of honor to the unknowns. It's their sacrifice was, they gave their life, they gave their name, they gave their freedom. Some family in America is missing their loved one because of what they did. And that's a way for the Sentinels to kind of pay that back. And that's kind of where, it's motivating, it's inspiring, and, you're a part of history in that way.
And sometimes they have to ask the public to share that respect.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
You're saying something to your family members or your friends that are there with you, and you have, 1,000 people or so doing that, it's going to get a little loud. So.
It is requested that everyone remain silent and standing. Thank you.
They're laughing, and they're kind of like an outburst, and just the volume level is disrespectful because they're not paying attention where they're at.
It is requested that everyone maintains a level of silence and respect.
And then...
have you ever done that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like the second, I had somebody write an apology letter to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, because she said, I was talking and, my volume got a little bit unchecked, and I just want you guys to know that I have the utmost respect, and I'm glad they care. That means a lot, because it's like people still care, and even if they don't care, we're still going to be standing there enforcing that honor and respect. But it was awesome. It was good to see.
And one of the most special moments occurs when they see a familiar face.
To be able to do a guard shift or a guard change and be able to talk to Honor Flight and then have them from your hometown, it's a blessing. It's a gift from God. It's awesome. Honor Flight's everything. These are the people that my parents would say, these people have served. They've sacrificed for our country, and they're people from Kern County. And I grew up with my parents telling me that.
Andy was preparing to transfer to an infantry brigade with hopes of being deployed when an unexpected illness cut short his military career.
They said you small vessel vasculitis, where your blood vessels they just die off. And so through that, I've gotten diabetes at the same time, and nobody has it in my family.
Andy was medically retired from the Army, but continued to serve veterans, developing scholarship and mentorship programs through groups like Operation Second Chance. He says he's putting the same energy he displayed at the tomb into working with vets on the other side with the same passion and attention to detail.
And another project that Andy's working with is the nonprofit Military Gaming Command. That connects veterans online across the world through video games that he says vets use to work through some of their issues and start to heal. So best of luck to him.